Carol McBride says the Native Women's Association of Canada has a lot to offer the proposed Reconciliation Council and is eager to get to work.
It's something that we advocate for every day. The safety of our women, the programs that we have in place to make sure that they are safe.
But NWAC had to lobby the government to be added to the council, because initially only the Assembly of First Nations, Métis National Council, and Inuit Tapert Kanatami, or ITK, could nominate council members. ITK withdrew because it says Bill C-29 does little to make the federal government fulfill its obligations to reconciliation. As well, the Congress of Aboriginal Peoples, or CAP, has also been left off the council. APTN News asked McBride whether CAP should be added.
Well, I think any way that we can get the picture of the issues across the country, from across the country, is definitely a plus for our people.
It doesn't get much better when it comes to outside assessment of Bill C-29. A new report by the Toronto-based Yellowhead Institute says the government has yet to meet any of the Truth and Reconciliation's 94 calls to action, except it is close to completing Action 53, creating a National Council for Reconciliation.
But when it comes to the other substantive calls to action, particularly calls to action around child welfare, education, justice, languages, I think it's quite clear that they haven't actually completed those specific calls.
And without adequate funding and the ability to access all the government documents it requires, he says the council won't be effective either.
The Senate Standing Committee on Indigenous Affairs did call for funding comparable with the Aboriginal Healing Fund as sort of a benchmark. If that were the case, I think that could create like a stable long-term funding model. It's possible. And they did add in language to the bill that allows the council to use the courts. I don't think that's sufficient. I think there should be subpoena powers provided to the council, but there's a possibility that it'll be effective.
APTN reached out to Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations Gary-Ann Desaintegre about concerns raised in the Yellowhead report. In an emailed statement, his office says, once Bill C-29 becomes law, it will fulfill TRC calls to action 53 to 56. It also says an investment of $125 million is substantial, and funding may increase as demands evolve. Fraser Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.